Emily sank down on the edge of her worn-out bed after another exhausting day. As a single mother living in a modest California apartment complex, every evening followed the same routine: long shifts at a small diner, rushing to pick up her 5-year-old son, Leo, and returning home with only a few crumpled bills left in her wallet. Her waitress salary barely covered rent and daycare. In the rare quiet of night, Emily held her little boy close, her chest tight with worry. The future looked uncertain. Debts were piling up, and the overdue utility bill glared back at her from the counter. Her eyes burned with fatigue and fear, but when she gazed at Leo's peaceful little face, she whispered, "I have to keep going." Meanwhile, high above downtown Los Angeles, Ethan Parker, a successful tech entrepreneur in his early 30s, stood before a floor-to-ceiling window as the city lights glittered beneath him. He had wealth, influence, power, yet a strange restlessness lived behind his sharp, handsome features. Just hours earlier, his father, Richard Parker, had given him an ultimatum. "If you want to inherit Parker Industries, introduce me to your fiancé before the next shareholders' meeting, or I'll choose someone else as CEO." The words echoed in Ethan's mind. After losing his mother young and enduring a father governed by strict, old-fashioned beliefs, Ethan had built walls around his heart, especially after his former fiancée left him for money. Now, with the CEO position on the line, he needed a solution that wouldn't involve heartbreak. A contract marriage. No love. No emotions. Just a business deal. He called his lawyer and closest friend, Lucas, and told him to draft an ironclad agreement: strict confidentiality, no withdrawal clause, a fair payment, and a woman who had nothing to gain or lose. The next morning, sunlight filtered through Emily's thin curtains. She prepared a simple breakfast for Leo, whispering reassurances she didn't believe. It was rent day, and her wallet was empty. Fear dug deep into her stomach. Then the doorbell rang. A well-dressed man in a dark suit stood outside. "Good morning, Miss Davis. My name is Marcus. I represent Mr. Ethan Parker." He handed her a sleek business card embossed with the Parker Industries insignia. "Mr. Parker would like to meet you this afternoon at the Grand Regency Hotel. He has a business proposal." Emily blinked in confusion. A billionaire wanted to meet her? Marcus simply smiled. Mr. Parker never makes mistakes. Hours later, after dropping Leo off with her neighbor, Emily nervously entered the luxurious hotel. Her reflection trembled beneath crystal chandeliers as she followed a concierge to a private suite. There, Ethan Parker stood waiting, calm, composed, unreadable. "Thank you for coming, Miss Davis," he said, rising from a leather armchair. When she sat down, clutching her purse like armor, Ethan explained everything: the ultimatum, the shareholders' meeting, the need for a fiancé. "I'm offering you $1 million for 3 months, he said plainly. "You'll live with me, attend events, and act as my partner. At the end, you walk away paid in full." Emily froze. $1 million. Money that could rewrite her life. Money that could give Leo a real childhood. "Why me?" she whispered. "Because you're honest, hardworking," Ethan replied, "and based on what I've been told, desperate enough to accept." Shame and hope collided inside her. He slid a folder toward her. The contract was strict: no early termination, complete confidentiality, forfeit of payment upon breach. "So I can't back out?" she asked softly. "Correct," Ethan said. Emily closed her eyes. Leo's smiling face appeared in her mind. She exhaled shakily. "I'll do it." Ethan's expression softened for the first time. She signed, and before leaving, Marcus handed her a $100,000 advance. 2 days later, Emily and Leo arrived at the Parker mansion. White marble, sprawling gardens, fountains sparkling under the afternoon sun. Leo gasped in wonder. "Mommy, is this our new house?" "Just for a while," she whispered. Inside, Ethan greeted them in jeans and a crisp white shirt. When Leo shyly repeated his name wrong, Ethan chuckled and knelt beside him. "You can call me Dad if you want, just for pretend." Emily stiffened, but Ethan explained quietly, "My father's traditional. It'll be easier if Leo plays the part too." "It's just a game, honey. Emily whispered. Leo lit up. Okay, I like games. For the first time in years, Ethan smiled, really smiled. In the days that followed, Emily adjusted to the sprawling estate. She slept uneasily in her luxurious room, still unused to softness she had never known. Ethan remained busy, but slowly, the ice around him began to melt, mostly because of Leo's innocent presence. Breakfasts became more comfortable, dinners more natural. The house, once silent, echoed with small laughter. One afternoon, Ethan announced they needed to prepare for the company's upcoming charity gala. Emily's stomach twisted. I've never been to anything that fancy, she admitted. I might mess everything up. I'll be right beside you, Ethan reassured her, and the warmth in his tone made her breath hitch. During the shopping trip, Ethan was unexpectedly attentive. He waited patiently as she tried on gowns, finally choosing a soft blue dress that brought out her eyes. You look beautiful, he said before he could stop himself. Emily blushed deeply, and Ethan turned away, hiding the smile tugging at his lips. When the night of the gala arrived, Ethan, in a midnight black tuxedo, escorted her inside with his arm around her waist. Emily trembled, but his soft whisper calmed her. Breathe. I've got you. The crowd admired them. Emily held her poise, answering greetings with grace she never knew she possessed. While Ethan spoke with partners, Emily stepped aside for a moment, only to be approached by a tall, elegant woman. Hello, she said smoothly. You must be Emily. Emily offered a polite smile. Nice to meet you. I'm Victoria, the woman replied, her tone sweet but her eyes sharp. A longtime partner of Ethan's. I hear you're his fiancé. Surprising. He's always been so private. Her gaze swept over Emily slowly, judging every detail. Emily felt her palms go cold. Victoria leaned in. Where are you from, dear? The Parkers are quite distinguished. You look very young. Emily swallowed. I'm just an ordinary employee. My family lives out of state. Victoria's eyebrow arched. An ordinary woman who captured Ethan. Quite the achievement. The words stung, sharp as knives. But before Emily could respond, a warm little hand touched her shoulder. Mom, are you okay? Leo asked in his bright, innocent voice. Ethan appeared a heartbeat later. His gaze flicked to Victoria, then softened when it landed on Emily's uneasy face. Victoria, he said calmly, let me introduce you properly. This is Emily, my fiancé. And this, he gently wrapped an arm around Emily and rested a hand on Leo's head, is Leo, her son, which makes him my son too. He said it with quiet pride. Victoria blinked, unprepared for Ethan to acknowledge the child so openly. Her smile strained. Congratulations to all of you. Then she quickly retreated. Emily exhaled shakily and looked at Ethan with gratitude. His eyes met hers, warm, sincere. Are you all right? He asked. I noticed she said something. I'm fine. She caught herself, flushing when she realized she had dropped the formal tone. Thank you. Ethan's mouth curved gently. He lifted Leo into his arms. Come on, champ. Let's go say hello to Granddad with Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad. Emily's heart skipped. She reminded herself fiercely. This is pretend. But word of Ethan Parker's sudden fiancé spread quickly. His father, Richard Parker, soon insisted they visit. One evening, Ethan told her, this weekend, my father is hosting his 70th birthday at the family ranch. Be ready. Emily's stomach tightened. Maybe you should tell him about my past first. That I was married before. And Leo, will he object? Ethan took her hand gently, an unusual, intimate gesture. He only needs to see that I'm happy. He'll like you. Don't worry. Her heart beat faster. She nodded. They drove out under the golden autumn sun, passing acres of Parker vineyards. Richard Parker greeted them at the porch of a rustic, warm wooden house, tall, silver-haired, sharp-eyed, still formidable. Ethan embraced him, a rare display of affection, then introduced them. Father, this is Emily, my fiancé, and this is Leo. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Emily said softly. Richard studied her. Emily held her breath. Then he smiled warmly. Welcome, dear. Lovely to finally meet my future daughter-in-law. He bent down toward Leo. Young man, come here. Leo hesitated, then stepped forward. Richard scooped him up with surprising ease. A fine boy. I'm thrilled to have a grandson. Tears filled Emily's eyes. Leo, who had known so little family affection, was safe in a grandfather's arms. Ethan wrapped an encouraging arm around her. For a moment, in the glowing afternoon, they looked like a real family. Dinner was intimate and warm. Emily won everyone's hearts with her humility and quiet charm. She helped the aunts, tended to Richard as if he truly were her father. Richard nodded at Ethan multiple times, smiling with approval. Good choice, son. Ethan felt relief, but also guilt. Watching Emily laugh softly among his relatives, he wondered, is she still acting? And the strange warmth twisting in his own chest, was that real? Before they left, Richard pulled Ethan into his study. Thank you, the older man said. Emily is a good woman. Simple, sincere, family-minded. Exactly what you need. Ethan swallowed. I have a wish, Richard continued. I want you two to marry soon. I'm not young anymore. I want to see you settled. And yes, this will reassure the shareholders. Ethan stiffened. Father, it's too soon. Maybe after the shareholders' meeting. No, Richard's tone hardened. A real wedding. Before then. I'll arrange everything. You just say yes. Ethan's stomach twisted. He had anticipated pressure, just not this fast. His mind leapt to the contract. That terrible clause Lucas added just in case. If marriage becomes necessary to fulfill the contract's purpose, Party B must consent. He never wanted to use it, but now his father had set a date. On the drive back, Ethan was silent. Emily felt the tension but didn't ask. Leo slept in her lap, clutching Richard's gift. At home, after putting Leo to bed, Ethan met her in the hallway. Can we talk? In the library. The heavy air followed them into the warm, book-lined room. Something's wrong, Emily whispered. Ethan sat opposite her. My father wants us to get married next month. Emily jerked upright. Married? But this is pretend. We can't. He's adamant, Ethan said. He's already planning it. Emily's world tilted. No. No, I can't. A fake marriage? That's deception. We can make it legal, Ethan rushed. Just on paper. After things settle, we'll divorce quietly. No one will know. Emily stared at him, stunned. His voice was cold, businesslike. To him, marriage was paperwork. You planned this from the beginning, she whispered. The clause. You put in a clause forcing me to marry you if you asked. Ethan fell silent. Emily rose, shaking. God, I didn't read every page. Mr. Parker, how could you do this to me? You knew I was desperate. Emily, please. So you trapped me, she cried. Her voice fractured. You trapped me with a signature. He stepped forward. She stepped back. I'm sorry, Ethan whispered. I panicked. I didn't want to lose everything. You didn't want to lose the company, she choked. And me? My dignity? My freedom? He reached for her. She flinched away. Emily, if you walk away now, my father will know. I'll lose everything. And you won't receive the remaining payment. She laughed, bitter and broken. Keep your money. I won't sell my dignity. Think of Leo, Ethan said desperately. He needs. Because of Leo, she cut in. I refuse to let him grow up thinking his mother sold herself into a lie. She turned away. Ethan grabbed her hand, his voice cracking for the first time. Emily, please don't go. I need you. She froze, but her eyes hardened. You don't need me. You need a puppet. She pulled free. That night, she packed their clothes. She cried silently while Leo slept. She had fallen for the man who never intended to truly be hers. At dawn, Emily took Leo and left the Parker estate. Back in their old apartment, peeling paint, flickering bulbs, Emily used the advance money to pay overdue rent. She returned to her diner job. Life went back to struggle. except her heart felt heavier. Leo asked every night, "When will Daddy Ethan come back?" Emily swallowed tears. "Soon, sweetheart. He's on a trip." Meanwhile, Ethan was unraveling. He searched everywhere: hotels, bus stations, her old neighborhood. Nothing. Only the fake engagement ring remained on her desk. For the first time, Ethan felt true fear. Then one stormy night, his phone rang. Emily's name flashed across the screen. "Emily," he gasped. "Where are you? Are you safe?" Her voice was broken. "Ethan, please help me." "Leo, he's burning up with fever. The hospital won't take him. I can't pay the deposit." His world stopped. "Stay there," he said. "I'm coming." Rain slammed the windshield as he drove like a madman. Emily's muffled sobs echoed through the phone. He burst into the ER, soaked, breathless. Emily sat on the cold floor clutching Leo's limp body, tears streaming down her face. "Ethan," she choked. "Please save him." Ethan scooped Leo into his arms. "Get a doctor, now. I'll pay everything." Leo was rushed inside. Emily collapsed against Ethan. He held her tightly. "He'll be okay," Ethan murmured. "Our boy will be okay." She didn't correct him. An hour later, the doctor smiled. "You brought him just in time. He'll recover." Emily sobbed with relief. Ethan pulled her close, exhaling shakily. "Thank you," she whispered. "You already thanked me," he said softly. "You called me." Later, as Emily sat stroking Leo's hair, Ethan watched them, his heart breaking open. "Emily," he said. She didn't look up. "You must think I'm pathetic." "No," Ethan said firmly. "You were brave. The pathetic one was me." She stared at him. "I tore up the contract the day you left," he confessed. "I told my father the truth. About everything." He was furious. Until he said something I'll never forget. Ethan swallowed hard. "Money can be rebuilt. People you love can't." Emily's breath caught. "Emily," Ethan whispered, voice trembling. "I love you. I love you and Leo. You're the family I didn't know I was searching for." She froze. "Ethan, what did you just say?" "I love you," he repeated, clear and steady. "No contracts. No pretending." Tears spilled down her cheeks. "I love you too," she whispered. "I thought I was foolish to fall for you, but I couldn't help it." Ethan reached for her hands. Their foreheads touched. Their kiss was soft, trembling, real. A tiny voice interrupted.
"Daddy."
"Mommy." Leo had woken. Ethan rushed over.
"Hey, champ."
"Daddy's here. I'm not going anywhere again." "Promise?" Leo whispered. "Promise." 2 weeks later, Leo was healthy again. The three moved into a cozy home, simple, warm. A real family. One sunny afternoon, Ethan approached Emily, nervous. "Emily, can I have a minute?" She turned and gasped. Ethan was kneeling with a velvet box. "Marry me," he said softly. "For real this time. No contracts. No conditions. Just love." Emily burst into tears.
"Yes."
"Yes." He kissed her, lifting her as Leo cheered. "Mommy's a princess again." A month later, under golden vineyard skies, Ethan and Emily exchanged vows. Leo held Emily's hand as she walked down the aisle. Richard wiped away tears. "I promise to love and protect you and Leo forever," Ethan said. "And I promise to walk beside you always," Emily whispered. Their kiss sealed their new life. Leo ran into their arms. "I love you, Mom and Dad." Laughter echoed across the fields as the sun dipped low. They had finally found what truly mattered. Not wealth, not perfection, but home.